Please, please, please tell me you're a planet of demons that needs slaying. Or two.
Darksiders are back. Who would not want to control one of the four horsemen again? Well, after playing this game, probably everyone. Darksiders 3 has more similarities to the first game than the second one. It is a shame because second one was superior in almost every way. That is already a minus. Going backwards should not be an option, but we all know the state of gaming these days. We tend to get hyped about even getting out of tutorial sections without game-breaking bugs, which is truly a shame. Darksiders 3 story takes place at the same time as first two Darksiders, but this time we are controlling Fury, female version of Kratos, when he was at his most pissed off. Fury is the best thing about this game. Her enraged way of dealing with things, lack of care for anything except for her horse, and impatience are very fun to observe. At least during the first part of the game. Then she starts mellowing down a bit and loses screen time because meaningful cutscenes are too far between. This almost completely kills the character we started with to the point that I stopped caring and wanted to just get on with it. This is definitely a wrong decision by developers, but to be fair, they did do a lot of bad decisions in this game, so this one does not come as a surprise.
I am here in the name of blind capitalism.
What developers did absolutely amazing is Fury's hair. It is mesmerizingly beautiful watching it move while you are doing your thing. Also, changing colors when equipping different holo weapons is fantastic touch that keeps Fury interesting to look at the whole bloody time. That is especially important when you see that there is absolutely no armor found in the game. Yes, there is a tab where you can change armor, but different armor comes through different versions of the game purchased, which is complete bollocks. Add to that no other main weapons besides the whip and just 4 different holo side weapons and you see how lazy this game truly is. Especially compared to second Darksiders. On top of all that, we have one of the most laughable character leveling and progression systems I've seen so far. You get 3 attributes, linear weapon upgrades and 1 modification per weapon that can be slotted and upgraded. Fucking insulting. So how is combat in this game? At times it's fun and at times it's frustrating to the point of losing your shit. Offensively, everything works quite good. Combos are fluid, animations look lovely, weapon effects look great. Enemies are also staggered upon getting hit, which is an important mechanic. Some combos work best versus single target and some combos work best versus groups of enemies. Aerial combos, however, and moves are completely useless. It's best not to even bother with those, especially if there are ranged enemies waiting to shoot you off the sky, which they can do easily, since you can't dodge in midair. Enemy variety is actually very good, they act differently and have their own movesets. Enemy detail and art style is amazing, I have to admit. They look vicious and dangerous for the most part. Defensively, however, game is very flawed. Only thing you can do is dodge, which wouldn't be a problem if the game wasn't so unresponsive at times, and if there would be more invisibility frames while dodging. Even if you score a perfect dodge, you are stuck in dodging animation which other enemies can exploit and hit you. This becomes frustrating quickly, especially in hard difficulties where getting hit once means insane damage or instant death. In these kinds of games, those few fantastic players should be able to beat the game usually without receiving a hit, but in Darksiders 3 that would be impossible. Usually there are more than few enemies attacking, meaning lots of different moves coming at you at different speed, while dodging offers very little protection from them. Also, when using some wrath moves which are actually quite cool and add variety to combat, you can't see enemy attacks due to all the effects that are on the screen. This is especially obvious with Storm Hollow, that's got a great wrath move, but unfortunately is not that useful because you can't see what's going on when that has been cast. Fury can also enter Havoc mode. This is her special form, which is quite nice because it gives invulnerability and does tons of damage. Just don't ask her to jump over a small obstacle while in that form, because she can't do that. Oh no! No, you did not do that. You did not fucking do that. Look. So she can't climb when she's in Havoc form. What a stupid game. What a fucking dumb game. This is unbelievable. Camera is also an issue when fighting multiple enemies. Combine that with really bad battle layout and that only adds to the frustration. World of Darksiders 3 is as mediocre as the rest of the game. Some locations like Scar and small underwater area are great, but most of the time it's just bland and boring collision of worlds where there are trees and some other crap sticking out of buildings. All these locations have hidden things locked that are accessed by acquiring hollow weapons and its special moves. Some nice puzzles are present here and there also. Biggest issue is that there is almost no incentive to explore. Yes, you need materials to upgrade weapons and modifications, but these are almost all the things you can pick up in the world. No new weapons or armor that would bring excitement upon finding them. Biggest thing you can find are modifications that just boost damage, defense or resource gain. Nothing unique or interesting. Checkpoints could be also placed better. I hate this Souls-like mechanic where checkpoint is put away from the boss so that you have to run through enemies to reach the boss if you lose, and you are going to lose thanks to cheesiness of some of the boss fights. While some bosses are fun to battle against, others will bring you to tears due to horrible fight design.
Oh, come on! Ajde. Pičku materinu jeboti. Pas mater...
Scenes look quite different and unique, with good voiceover and some interesting dialogue, so at least there the game shines. From technical standpoint, the game is also as mediocre as it gets. Fury, enemies and few locations look good, but everything else looks ugly. I wouldn't mind that if everything else in the game is good, but when there is almost nothing standing out in any aspect of the game, then average graphics hurt more than usual. On PS4 Pro, framerate is unstable, which affects dodging capability that just adds to the frustration. There is a lot of audio stuttering as well. Darksiders 3 is a lazy game with some good and bad stuff, but most of it's mediocre, frustrating and boring due to bad design decisions. That is why I would give it 5 out of 10, but I'm not. Instead I'm giving it a 4 because THQ was already promoting upcoming DLCs before the game even released. Obviously that is where their focus lies, cause sure as hell is not with the core game itself. If they continue down this path, THQ will go under again very soon.
Is it possible to die of boredom?